What do you get when you cross Evil Knievel with a taser? A stunt gun. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Friday. Very happy to be here with you tonight. I hope you're doing well. I hope my joke didn't ruin your night. Welcome in, everybody. We've got Pokemon's first in chat tonight, followed by Dead Zergling. It was a photo finish. Conga Line Monkey and Lucent Jelly are also here. Welcome in. And Greg's Retro Channel. Welcome in, Greg. This is the night. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Conga. I hope you're correct. I'm kind of curious to know how your playthrough of this went. Spoiler free, of course. Pokemon says I came in yesterday and preemptively firsted then too, just to be safe. You disqualify yourself like that, Pokemons. I don't grant the first when people drop in before the stream starts. I might give you an honorable mention. That's the I think of that as the loyal to soil move. That's loyal strategy, but it doesn't. I try not to let that one work. I'm actually only for once, Greg says. Usually Frownie's been streaming for an hour or two by the time I notice. I'm very happy to have you here at the start, Greg. We have been starting a little bit late. Remember what I said the other time about the stream not being a catalog of my woes? I broke my glasses again. If you look very closely, you may see I've only got one arm. The glue, I glued them back together. The glue came apart. I've got to use a better glue. I can repair them just like I did before, but I've got to use a better glue. I was dubious about the glue that I used to begin with anyway. I think I'll just get some epoxy and then they'll be indestructible. I have a lot of faith in epoxy. Welcome to the early brigade. Hyrule had engaged. I can't. Oh, that joke is good, Pokemons. A little gross. But it definitely makes me laugh. Someone else streamed this game. Oh no, Conga was checking it out offline. Your playthrough was brief and terrible, Conga. Now you can tell people you beat this one-armed. Well, not yet I can't. I gotta beat it first. So I've been playing this for way longer than any human being ever should. I was on the verge of giving up when I was stuck on one level for 8 hours. But then I had to go and beat that level finally, and that renewed my hope. The last time we played this, so we played this 3 nights. First night, I beat 2 levels and got stuck. Second night, I was still stuck on that same level for 5 hours. Third night, I beat that level after about another hour. We made it to another level, and I beat that one. So we're on level 2, 3, 4. We're on level 5. I said something about this game could have up to 15 levels. I think I'm remembering wrong. This game could have up to 25 levels. Because I think the platform game in the Austin Powers game had 25 levels. I'm trying to remember how many bosses there were. See, at first, I think there were 5 worlds with 5 levels each in the platforming game. I need to just double check. Not that they necessarily correlated anyway, but I think this game will have fewer levels than the other one, because this one has a difficulty selector and the other one didn't. I think they added that to compensate for a lower number of levels. At least I hope they did. I don't know. It wasn't very super glue. No, it was not. It was Clark Kent glue. Is this the level we were on? This doesn't look right to me. That looks right to me. Okay. Alright, I think this is the correct level. I've had to super glue my watch wristband a few times as well, Greg says. Frownie never gives up. Well, I don't know about never Pokemons, but I try not to give up, but we definitely give up from time to time. I think I hang in there longer than most rational humans, though. I wouldn't say my persistence is completely unrivaled, but I've got to be pretty near the top of the persistence leaderboards. No, I actually need that gas. That was going really well until I don't know what happened. I actually think this level is pretty easy, even though I haven't cleared it yet. This level seems to be very straightforward. I feel like I have a good handle on it. I was able to get the cat food several times. So, I'm very confident that I can beat this level. I can maybe even do it without the checkpoint. Just do it in a single life. Not right now, of course. I'm warming back up, but when we actually get it, could be in a single life. If I'm really lucky. Well, that's 2024 taken care of. I waited up all night for the sun to rise. Then it dawned on me. Classic. Oh, I actually don't need that gas on the right-hand side, because there's one down here anyway. Maybe I should pay attention. Frownie is conditionally tenacious about beating games and challenges. What are the conditions? We have given up on a few games. A couple of them I just kind of put down for a while and then just forgot, and we kind of quit them by accident. Two games. I can think of two that we officially abandoned. Yudo, welcome in. Hope you are well. Thank you for joining us tonight. There's probably more than two. I can immediately think of two. Those being Them's Fightin' Herds, which is like an indie fighting game / adventure game. I don't know. The game had a lot going for it, but I'm so bad at fighting games that I struggled with every piece of combat. Them's Fighting Herds is like a 2D RPG, but the RPG battles are actually like fighting game battles instead of RPG battles. Whenever you get into an encounter, it's a fighting game battle. The adventure game part of that was a lot of fun, but I was so bad with the combat that we kind of let that one go. And the Wonderful 101 we abandoned. I couldn't wrap my head around it. It was going poorly. Nobody really seemed to be into it, so we just let that one go too. Which was a shame, because I really wanted to like that game. I established a new doctor today, Pokemon says, and he's so cool. Running multiple tests, may even fix my issue without needing surgery. That would be great. I hope that works out for you. That's why Smash is the best fighting game. It's only 2 buttons in 4 directions. So I know where the food is. Okay, I know where the cat is too. I didn't remember where the cat was, but it's come back to me. I know where the cat is. No, what are you doing? Hey, thank you for the wheel, Zergling. Yeah, the wheel and the pistachios are back. I have the hydrate turned off yet. For convenience factors. But Jelly's gonna bring me some coffee, so I'll have some liquids. We'll do the wheel in a moment. Alright, we'll do the wheel now. I'm gonna try not to let the game die, but we'll see. It'll probably time out and die while we're doing the wheel. Just making sure everything looks presentable. Or, you know, what passes for presentable for me. Alright, I didn't know where my crackers were either. Alright, the Wheel of Scorchin is, it's got several spicy things on it. Some sour. There's a variety. Most of it's quite mild, but a few of them are stunningly hot. And we've landed on, and I can't even tell what that is. Oh, well, we landed on one of the weaker things. That's Sour Patch Kids. What's the skeleton laughing at? Isaac's just happy to be here. The wheel is back, Jelly says. Yeah, the wheel is back. So these are Sour Patch Kids. They're supposed to be a fiery variety of Sour Patch Kids. They claim to have, up here, a heat sensation. I hope these are still good. I've had them for a while. I guess they're made of sugar. They can't really go bad, right? They claim to have a heat sensation. I don't know about that. I don't get any heat out of these. I don't really get any sour out of them either. They're not really appropriate. They're not really all that appropriate for the wheel, but they do have a delightful fruity flavor. If I see anything suspicious, we'll abandon the bag, but I think they still look fine to me. Alright, we'll eat a few of them at a time. I try to always grab a few of the same flavor. This looks to be Angry Watermelon. I mean, they're good. They're just neither spicy nor sour. I enjoy landing on them, though. Takes a while for them to go bad. I don't like sweet things, Judo says. I don't have a huge sweet tooth. You know, a little bit of candy or a dessert item here and there are a treat, but I don't ever really crave sweet things. I tend to crave salty or savory foods. Flamin' Hot Sour Patch Kids. I wish they were Flamin' Hot. Maybe not that exact seasoning profile, but I wish they were that heat level. Let's get my big head out of the way. Go back to pressing buttons. Now I'm in the mood for some snacks. Since I don't like spicy or sour, I guess I'll have to get some candy bars, Greg says. I'm a major sweet tooth, so I eat a bunch of fruit, Pokemon says. I do eat a fair amount of fruit. Well, I'll eat up to two pieces of fruit a day, typically. I pretty much have a piece of fruit every single day. Up to 2. Oh, Jelly approaches. One moment. Thank you for the coffee, Jelly. This in a bowl of frozen blueberries. That's my substitute for ice cream, Pokemon says. I like blueberries. Don't know that I've ever tried them frozen. Alright, we have the cat food. The biggest obstacle to doing this stage in one life is that platform where the cat food is very difficult to climb down from. No. Oh, we saved it. Well, I don't think we're gonna get the one life like we talked about because I'm very close to the cat. Yeah, let's just do it. Clearing the level is the most important thing. Alright, I think that makes for 5 stages. So if there are bosses in this, the next stage should be the boss. We got a prize. That indicates to me not that the game is done, but that that world is done. Now we'll move into another world with a different aesthetic theme. Wallpaper. Yeah, there are more levels. It's not over. We wouldn't be saving if it was over. World 2. So there's probably 25 levels to this. I am going to be playing this for the rest of my life. January is very likely to spill into February this year. I just hope it doesn't have 8 worlds like Mario Brothers. Oh, the horror. I may have already failed this level. Oh, no. No! I cannot. I am not going to be able to beat this game. There's simply no way. The loops are my kryptonite. The reason I couldn't get through that other stage for 8 hours is because it had a loop. And I don't know how to handle the loops. Nothing seems to work. I got it my first try, but I'll never get it again. Oh, this is miserable. Well, you know what the rest of the stream is going to be like tonight, my friends. If you tune out, you won't miss anything. It's just going to be this stage. You think I'm exaggerating, but if you were for some reason watching this into the future, Scrub ahead in the VOD right now. Just go ahead. You'll see I was right. I don't know how to do anything any different. I don't know how to control leap like this. Holding left doesn't work, holding right doesn't work, holding up and down don't work. There's nothing that rotates your sprite. Part 4 of 30 on this one stage. That's where we're gonna be. Yeah, goodbye 50 video games included. That's not happening tonight. That wouldn't have happened even if we didn't hit a loop, though. That wasn't gonna happen because there are extra worlds. Here's the cool thing, even if I get this, it's meaningless, because I know nothing about the layout of the stage. So, we're guaranteed to just die and have to do it all over again. Casino Cat? Yeah, Februjanky. That's what's coming up. More of the same jank with a different background. He's smiling now, give it 5 minutes. Oh, I'm already crying on the inside. This will be the longest stream series. Is the game laughing at you when you die? The game is laughing at me when I restart. The game is laughing at me for playing it, not for being bad at it. As soon as you start the game, you've already lost. That's why it's laughing at you. Yeah, March, April, every month is a jank month this year. I mean, I'm not opening the floor for backseating, but I don't think there's anything you could tell me, Zergling, that would make me do any better. Even if you know a secret, like, strategy, I don't know that you could communicate it to me in a way that would make me be able to execute it. I think it's a matter of having to know the feel. I think it's a matter of having to have a feel for it, and I don't. That's something you could only get firsthand. I couldn't help if he wanted it. Never played this either. Correct. Even if I knew and told you, you'd refuse to do it. You know, it depends. I think the trick of it has to be in the acceleration. A matter of, like, when you start and stop accelerating, but I don't know. It seems like I release the gas way up the loop, I release it way down the loop, and I get the same results. So, like, Yeah, I could try every single pixel along the loop, but if the very top and the very bottom do the same thing, why should I expect the middle to be any different? Hey, Chozo Brain, welcome in. Is this the same Austin Powers game? I don't know. We've played 2 of them. This is the second one. So, I mean, I've been on it for a long time. So, maybe? If you saw one that was this motorcycle game before, it's the same. I'm on level 6 of who knows how many. And we've played it for... How long do you think we've played it for? Probably, I think it was 3 hours the first night, 5 the second. How many hours was it? 3.5. Round up to... Go ahead and round up to 4. Or add tonight and call it 4. So, 3, 5, 4. That's 12. We played it for 12 hours so far, roughly. And... I'm no better at it. It is just miraculous I've ever cleared a level. I hate this so much. Why does Dr. Evil have a health bar if he just dies on impact? Good question, Pokemons. The health bar is nonsense. The health bar, I think, exists to create the illusion that the game isn't just blindly robbing you every time you die. Because you would think, given that he has a health bar, like when I landed like that, you would think that I would take damage, the health bar would decrease some amount, and I would tumble over and have a chance to recover. But no. Anytime you take damage, you stick in place, and the health bar just drains completely. I don't know how I did that. Oh, goodness. This hill is too high. No one can get up it. There's no way. I hate this game. That was actually close. I've never even noticed the health bar there. I mean, it's meaningless, so you didn't miss anything. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at easy or normal modes if I ever clear this. If I either beat this or I give up, whichever happens, we'll look at we will look at easy and normal difficulty just to see what's different. I need 1.21 gigawatts. Activate the flux capacitor to make the loop possible. I've got to go 88 miles an hour. Who knows what to expect with this game? Uh, hello, Frownie. Is this game causing you to lose your mind? 100% Chozo. This game is outrageously jank. Hey, Stream Kyle, welcome in. Can you think of any games based on movies you've liked? Sure, there's gotta be something. Right? There's gotta be something. I can't think of anything. I mean, I kind of like Ghostbusters on the Commodore 64, but I mean, I wouldn't argue that it's a good game. I just like it for nostalgic reasons. Friday the 13th on the Commodore 64 is kind of fun. I had fun with it. Again, it's maybe not the best game, but I had fun playing it. I'd have to look through a list of games we've done on the stream though. It's hard to just pull things out of my memory. That's part of what makes doing the stream great, is I get to outsource all of that. My memory. And have an external reference to refer to. I'm trying to think, like, movie-based games that we played. Like, we did the Harry Potter game on the GameCube. Like, again, like, I had fun with that game, but it was really frustrating toward the end. We did Monster House. That game, like, really, really frustrating in parts. We played a ton of ET games, like... I don't know if 102 Dalmatians was actually based on a movie, but that game was actually pretty good. So maybe 102 Dalmatians on the Game Boy Color, that might be the best movie-based game we've played, if it's actually based on a movie. I know it's like, you know, I know it's connected to a movie property, but I don't know if it counts as... I don't know if it counts as a movie-based game if it's not directly connected to a particular movie. Rather than just a general IP. Let's see. Hard mode is easier somehow. We're playing it on hard mode, Greg, so if I turn the difficulty down to easy or normal and they're harder than this, my mind might collapse. Back to the Future on NES is definitely jank. I like Jaws for the NES, Konga says. I haven't played that one. We need a remaster of this game. But to add Dr. Evil's voiceover complaining about the scooter. Greg also likes Jaws for the NES. GoldenEye is the best movie-based game. I'll die on that hill, Pokemon says. I haven't played a lot of GoldenEye. I've played a little bit of it. Perfect Dark was my Nintendo 64 first-person shooter. I played a little bit of GoldenEye, but I largely missed it. It wasn't until Perfect Dark that I really sunk my teeth in. First two Harry Potter games on the Game Boy Color are JRPGs and pretty decent ones, Chozo says. I have one or both of those. I've only done the one Harry Potter game on the GameCube. I figured we'd probably end up doing more of them along the way at some point, though. There's a ton of them. Between, like, the GameCube and the handhelds. Batman Begins on the PlayStation 2 and GameCube is not great, but decent. Goonies 2 on the NES, Greg says. I wouldn't say it's the best. Pretty sure 102 Dalmatians is an actual movie, Zergling says. Hey, Duck Something, welcome in. This looks exactly like the movies. They really got it right with this one. We got the loop again. Oh yeah, except there's this problem yet. Oh, just let the... Alright, well there's a checkpoint up there at least. If I ever make it up there early in an attempt, we'll at least have an opportunity for a checkpoint, a theoretical one. This game needs to be mastered before it can be remastered. Maybe Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2 stream, Kyle says. I haven't played that one yet. I own that one. I bought it. I heard it was good, but I haven't given it a go. After Batman Arkham series, I think everyone just gave up on trying to one-up Rocksteady Studios, Pokemon says. Perfect Dark is an enhanced version of GoldenEye. I prefer GoldenEye for the linearity, though. There's a few good Batman games on Game Boy Advance, Chozo says. Greg doesn't like linear games most of the time. Batman on NES is fun too. Yeah, I haven't played all the way through that one. We played that one afternoon on the stream, and I've never gone back to it. And I basically I just keep forgetting to go back to it. We played it. I just put it on randomly one afternoon after we had because we beat Journey to Silius earlier than I thought we were going to. And because Batman, like, wasn't ever, like, really on the schedule, I just never think to go back and finish it. But I'd really like to. This hill is the worst thing in creation. Batman on the NES is hard, yeah. From Russia with Love was a good James Bond shooter. They even got Sean Connery back, Conga says. Hey Christian Cool, welcome in. Thank you for the alert. My week has been rough. My week is like my experience with jank games. My week has been incredibly rough, but there's potential for long-term good to come out of it, at which point I'll look back on this week and consider it all a win. But living through this week has been a real struggle. I guess, do you count Journey to Silius as a movie-based game? Because it's a de-skinned Terminator game, right? If that counts as a movie-based game, then Journey to Silius is my favorite movie-based game. No! Hey, we did that on the first life. Ah, my goodness. Well, I hope those are just not necessary. No. This is not fun. No, there was another checkpoint down there. Oh. This game is gonna eat away too much of my life. How many times do you think this game has been played to completion on hard mode on the Game Boy player in all the history of the world? Like, what do you think? 10? Never. 0. It might remain that. It might remain that. If I clear it, I might be the first person to ever do it, but I might not clear it. It's looking pretty dicey. I doubt it's happened, Konga says. I did try to make it as specific to my particular playthrough as possible. I was, I think, very noticeably trying to, skew things in my favor for being the only one. Oh, no. Can you believe 2 weeks ago someone uploaded a full playthrough of this game? My thunder, stolen. Why so recent? They must have caught the stream and been inspired. Took him an hour. I insist we test for performance-enhancing drugs. The devs of this game must have made some notoriously bad game before. But this one, they were trying to top that game. Probably not. That's all I could think of to explain why this game can possibly be so bad. Heavy doses of scootoids? Scooteroids? I thought I was starting to do better at those, turns. I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't understand why it never works in my favor. I was foolish enough to think I was starting to get the hang of this. I will never understand how to do this. Oh, come on. Why is the window for success so narrow? There's like one pixel where the flip off of the loop works. And if you try, and everywhere else, it's one of the two extremes of banging your head against the left-hand side or the right-hand side. Take your pick. There are no in-betweens. It's all failure. At either extreme, and everywhere in the middle, it's just all failure. Hey, next, welcome in. When I heard you try all sorts of stuff, I was like, he's just like me, for real. Then I saw you spend over 10 hours in an Austin Powers game. I cannot relate. I become a bit obsessive sometimes. I can't lie. My problem is I don't just like to try all sorts of stuff, but I like to finish all sorts of stuff. I've never been I'm not very good at sampling games, and I just don't know when to quit. No! No! To make the loop and then to die on the slope is really painful. I put stuff down, you do not. You are wiser than I am next. I made it twice and both times I died on the slope. Why? Why is life so bad? Gonna try a Genesis game soon, maybe tonight. Quackshot, starring Donald Duck. Heard good things. I have not tried that one. I hope it goes well for you. I'm not sure that the don't know when to quit thing is a good idea with this game. I can't argue with you, Greg. Quackshot is one of my all-time favorites, Konga says. Great graphics and wonderful music. So I haven't shared this yet, because it hasn't been relevant to the stream. But I have been saving up for quite a while. And we received a ton of generosity from that massive raid from Mr. Sark last month. And between all of that, I have actually invested in a few EverDrives for the stream. We haven't used them for anything yet. They're not the latest. They're not like they're not the most expensive options out there, or the latest versions of each one. They're like a step back. So I don't know how much I sacrifice going with the a step back from the current model, but I've actually picked up EverDrives for the SNES, the Genesis, and the Famicom. So if we ever make it through all of this trash, we have a lot more possibilities for the stream. Waiting for a mini PC in the mail, Nick says. That's my gaming console for the rest of my life. If you like, you know, if you like retro games and you have a wide palette for, different stuff you like to try, you've got several lifetimes worth of games, you know. Gonna be lurking. Come back later. Good luck on this. Thank you, Next. Very appreciated. I hope that, thank you for the lurk and the good luck wishes. I hope it works out. I hope by the time you come back, I'm on a different level, at least. I doubt it. You need a lot of speed to make it up this loop here. I cannot imagine being the kind of person that, like, can do, because, like, even when I succeed, like, I'm inching along, and I'm so hesitant and cautious. Like, I can't imagine being the kind of person that can do all of these levels in, like, a fluid, like, just to boldly approach all the obstacles and make it through fluidly without all the hesitation and stopping and nervous agony. No, we were right there. It's worth hearing this music on the original hardware. It's actually nice. I don't know why, so I was looking at, I did just a few minutes worth of research, like, just looking into the Game Boy player, and inside the Game Boy player, from what I read, the hardware is basically identical to the insides of a Game Boy Advance. It does say in the Game Boy player manual that some games might have abnormalities. I don't remember the exact wording. It did say that some games might run with abnormalities, particularly sound related, but I don't know any reason why Game Boy, like, I don't know any reason why a game should run slower than on at least on a Game Boy Advance. When you run it on the Game Boy player, it doesn't make any sense to me. How could you distinguish an abnormality in this game? But I don't know anything about tech, so. Oh my goodness, we actually made it up the hill. The whole game is an abnormality. No, come on. Oh, I wasn't where I thought I was. I do wonder what happens if I fall down that particular pit there. On the left. This whole game is a cruel joke to play on someone. I don't play a game that had them this. The really cool thing, if we ever beat it, the really cool thing about that is we get to do it all again someday when I finally work up the courage to play Evel Knievel. That's arguably the best part of the whole experience, is knowing if I win, I unlock a replay. For the stream. Everyone may just want to go ahead and unfollow now to save themselves. Hopefully next week. Hopefully next week, at least by the end of the week, I should be back onto, like, I should be back into a regular swing of things, and we should be able to start a little bit earlier, and I can make a more reliable schedule, so even if it takes us a lifetime to finish this, we shouldn't have a whole lot of nights where it's just this game all night. With a little bit of an earlier start and more reliably being able to do the stream again, we'll be able to put at least 2 things per night, and so I can just torture myself with this for like 2 hours, and then we can have, you know, the bulk of the night be dedicated to a better main event, or at least a different main event. And kind of chip away at this instead of wallowing in it. That was horrific. I made it up there with so many lives, and then they were all just trash. Every one of those attempts. Trash. Hey, Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. That's just nasty. I can't tell which part you're talking about, Tuesday, because it applies to everything. I knew I was right to fear the oncoming levels. Welcome to stage 6. I'm anticipating now a 25 level playthrough. So we're like 20% of the way there, I guess. This level has been pretty disgusting. This loop at the beginning, I just don't know how to handle it. It's pretty much pure luck whether or not I make it. I mean, I'm making it more often than I would think I would, but... or more often than I expected to. But I definitely have no grounds upon which I can claim to know what I'm doing. And so far as this slope is concerned, sometimes the front tire sticks to the slope and I can just ride all the way up with no problems. Sometimes I have to inch my way up slowly, but it still works. And then sometimes it just, there's nothing I can do, and I'm destined to flip over backward. Is there anything more maddening than inconsistency? You know what's wild? These, in the background here, where under where it says casino, this like red and gold pattern, this looks almost identical to the wallpaper in the bathroom at my parents' house. It's a very similar pattern, and I mean it's red and gold too. This game makes me think of restrooms in a lot of other ways, too. I kind of just want to fall down here. No, yes. I just want to see what's down here anyway, so. Oh, it's the death pit. Groovy. Hey, Jarrett, welcome in. That's cheap. I mean, I don't want to defend the game, but I did. It actually is very easy to jump over that pit. I kind of had to work to fall down there. This game does not need death pits, though. When every wall is a death pit, it really doesn't need them. I've never seen someone so happy to find a death pit. Thank you for joining us tonight, though, Jared. I hope you are doing well. Got some sand in my eyes. No, don't topple. No, don't topple. What in the world? No, this is worse. I wish I had toppled. Cows, welcome in. What day is it? Welcome in, cows. Wait a minute, is it Thursday? It is. I thought it was Friday. I wasn't expecting you. Oh my goodness, that throws everything off for me. Well, very happy to have you here, cows. Welcome in. We cleared another level. We're on level 6. Things aren't going any better. My whole week has been off. Yeah, I thought yesterday was Thursday. I feel like I've been wrong about the day now for like an entire week. I thought it was Friday too. Got all the way over to my sister's to babysit the kiddos like I normally do on Friday, only to realize it was in fact Thursday. Well, I'm in good company then. That's... Must be, I don't know, there must be something going on. An alignment of the planets or something. Making it feel like the wrong day. Time stands still with this game. Yeah, I mean... Time does increasingly feel like an illusion. It's hard to feel the progress of time when you're making no progress. Whoa. No, that's so incredibly bogus. There's no reason that shouldn't have worked. We were right near the checkpoint yet again. I mean, I didn't have any extra lives, but maybe the checkpoint would have given me one. Sometimes that happens. It's just as inconsistent as every other detail of this game. We mentioned a little bit, we talked about the difficulty selection. My hypothesis is that the different difficulty settings will just change the number of lives that you start with. I don't expect it'll change anything about the mechanics of the game. But we'll check it to see to be sure at some point. I can't check it now because we would lose all of our well, I could hypothetically check it without losing my progress, but it's too much of a risk. As I've mentioned a few times, if something happens and I lose my save file, this playthrough ends. I am not clawing back the progress that we've gained from nothing. If my save file corrupts, or if I accidentally save over it, or any of 100 things, if something goes bad, this playthrough is dead. No. Whoa. We weren't gonna make it up there anyway. Where is my speed? Where's my speed? I need speed to get up this hill. I can't get any speed because of because they didn't draw any circles. The bottom of like this slope here is octagonal. Oh my goodness. What a miserable game. What a miserable game. What am I doing wrong, game? Why are you tormenting me? Oh, look how close it let me get to the top. I don't get it. Sometimes your front tire will stick to this slope and you can make it up, and sometimes, and most of the time it doesn't. The only thing about this level is it seems linear. Like everything, it's a pretty straight shot just from one thing to the next. I kind of wish more levels were like that. I am trying to fall over and can't do it. These, if I hit life 0 before the checkpoint, I'm just gonna throw it away from now on. There's no... Because the stage seems to be linear, like there's no real benefit from using a final life to explore when progress is off the table, so I'll save just a small percentage of our misery by throwing that last life away. Hey Derek, welcome in. Yep, more of this. We might do some 50 video games included later too. After I've maybe spend another hour with this, and then maybe. Because there's no way that I'm finishing this either way tonight, so I'll spend a little while with this yet, and then maybe finish the night with a game or two out of 50 video games included. The first Austin Powers game that we played, like, the most difficult part of that playthrough was a game of Othello. I've never won a game of Othello in my life, and then we had to play that, and I mean, on easy it was fine. But then on hard, like, trying to beat it on hard, and I didn't even understand the game, was really rough. but I did manage it. I managed to beat the Othello, and I managed to do it on hard. I was very proud of myself. And then we played 50 video games included. And the first game of the night was it was called RB Chess, and I thought, Robo Chess? Alright. Winning a game of chess is going to be really difficult because, like, I understand the rules of chess, mostly, but I'm not good enough at it to beat a computer. And then I clicked on it, and it wasn't chess at all, it was Othello! It was titled chess, but it was another Othello game, and I had to play it and beat it for a second time in the same night. I could not believe I could not and still cannot believe that that's even possible. That I would run up against such a nemesis in both games. If you played chess as long as you played Austin Powers, you'd be a grandmaster. How did the Austin Powers pinball go? It's alright. We didn't do a whole lot with it. There's not a lot of content to the game. It's just 2 pinball machines, and they're pretty standard for the most part. Like, they kind of stuck to just leaving them like what you would expect from a real-world pinball machine. There's a little bit of video gaminess to them, but not much. There's not a whole lot to do in that game, so I just played long enough to get a score that put me on the leaderboard on a normal difficulty, which is a pretty low. I didn't do very well. So, I mean, I don't really know what qualifies as beating the game. I mean, I guess getting first place on the leaderboard, which we didn't do. So, we didn't do much with it. Chess is actually a really enjoyable game. Chess is a pretty interesting game. I don't know. I feel like I would have to study a lot to be any good at it. I'm a long way from really knowing what to do in chess. I know how most of the pieces work. Took me a couple 100 games to be any good at it. Yeah, I would need at least that. It's pinball, I wouldn't expect much. Well, I do like pinball. With a video game, like, you have potential to do a lot of, like, weird and wacky things, right? That a real-world pinball machine couldn't do, so theoretically, you could get really creative with it, but they didn't. I don't know, it's pretty mediocre, the Austin Powers pinball. There's really just not much to say about it. Chess is like football to me. I know of it, but don't understand anything Derek says. Yeah, I probably understand football about as much as I understand chess. I think I understand chess a little more. I know about the en passant, so I mean I'm basically a third of the way to being a grandmaster right there. I had Metroid Pinball. It wasn't too bad. That was on the DS, that game. So my favorite video game pinball is Galactic Pinball on the Virtual Boy. I haven't played it in like multiple decades. So I really only have pretty vague memories of it, but I know that I spent tons of hours playing it. And as I recall, they took advantage of the game being a video game and not a real pinball machine, and so at least some of the tables have little mini games that activate that you can activate by meeting certain objectives on the board, and then it'll like let you play like a little space shooter game, or it has little mini games built into some of the tables. It's kind of cool. Your ball isn't a ball in Galactic Pinball, so, I mean, technically it's not even pinball, because you play with, like, a hockey puck. I've never seen a real world pinball machine that had a puck instead of a ball. I wonder if it's even possible. Like if you built it out of, like, an air hockey board. Or, like, with the same technology. I don't know why you'd bother. I don't know what the benefit would be. Unless it was, like, a hockey-themed pinball machine. Then maybe it'd be worth it. Never had the Virtual Boy. You didn't really miss out on much. I had a lot of fun with the Virtual Boy. But I can't argue that that system didn't deserve to fail. I played a lot of Mario Tennis, Galactic Pinball, and Mario Clash. We also had, there's a game, I think it's called Red Alert, or Red Alarm. Red Alert, maybe? It's kind of like a really slow Star Fox, but everything is a wireframe, and it's impossible to tell what anything is. The whole game looks like someone spilled a whole bunch of red connects all over the floor. I never got Connects. They just didn't seem, they didn't seem like you could do very much with them. They seem like they seem like one step above Lincoln Logs, which also doesn't, maybe I'm just not very creative, but I really didn't feel like you could do a whole lot with Lincoln Logs. And then I was like, well, Connects is a little better than that, but I always preferred Legos. Had one of those Sega handhelds. They were cool. You could play Sega Genesis on the go. Oh yeah, that was that the Nomad? I love Lincoln Logs, Cow says, but yes, Lego are superior. I just, I mean, I just don't know what other than building like, other than building a cabin, I could never think of anything to do with Lincoln Logs. The Nomad. Yeah, that seems like that would have been a really cool thing to have. Now people on YouTube are always making like portable, like making consoles into handhelds. There are a lot of videos where people do that kind of thing nowadays. But that seemed like that would have been something really cool to have once upon a time. Though to be fair, if I had had like a portable console that, like, if Nintendo had made like their version of the Nomad, like a console that could play, a handheld that could play like Super NES games, I mean, I would have just sat in my bedroom playing it anyway, so I wouldn't have really taken it out in the world very much, so I might as well just be using the regular Super Nintendo. It is so hard to get. It's so hard to throw a life away in this. I die constantly from the dumbest little things, and then when I want to throw a life away, I become immortal. Limited Run is doing Felix the Cat and Rocket Knight Adventures. Oh. The Rocket Knight Adventures, is it just the one game, or are they doing a collection of them? If it's just the one game, that's not exciting. That's not very exciting to me. If they include the sequels, that would be pretty cool. Someone mentioned Felix the Cat to me in the chat before. Someone has talked to me about playing that game before. I think that it was a game that they liked. I don't remember who it was that brought it up. It's been a while. But I remember... I feel like that game's been suggested to me. It's 3 games on there? Oh, so yeah, probably Rocket Knight and then the 2 Sparkster games. There was another Rocket Knight game that came out on the Xbox 360, I think. They did a reboot game, if I remember right. That one's probably not on there. I don't know if you can still get that game anywhere or not. I bought a hard drive for an Xbox 360. I don't know if I mentioned that on the stream. It's been a couple months now. It was a long time ago, but I found a hard drive for a 360 in a thrift shop for like I got it for like $4. I don't have a 360 to plug it into, but I'm very curious, like, if I did, like, what might be on it. It's Rocket Knight and the 2 Sparksters. Nice. That's tempting. That's something I would think about picking up. I might I'm gonna write myself a note. I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger on it, but I might take a look at it. It's only $35 for the standard version. I really like Rocket Knight Adventures. And Sparkster is one of my childhood games. The Super NES one. I've never played the Genesis one. I understand them to be that they're actually different games, from what I understand. Oh, why? Felix is 2 games, NES and Game Boy. I keep forgetting to throw away the 0 life. No! Robbed! Felix the Cat was invented in 1919? I mean, I would have guessed that the character was pretty old. I probably would not have guessed that old, though. I don't know a whole lot about Felix. I know that, you see that Felix clock in the background in a lot of, like, 80s movies. That's probably my key Felix experience. I'm sure I've seen one of the cartoons at some point. But when I think of Felix, I just think of the Felix clock, pretty much. Oh my goodness. I watched a Felix movie in the 90s, Derek says. I couldn't have told you there was a movie. Lincoln Logs. Wow, I didn't think anyone else remembered those things, Greg says. Yeah, we were talking about those a moment ago. I actually never had Lincoln Logs that I don't think I did. I never had them as a kid myself. I think my sister had some. I think that one of my grandparents might have had some at their house. might have been, so I might have played with them when I was real young at my grandparents' house, but I don't think I ever had a set that was mine. I had Lego from a really early age. I think I was given Lego when I was younger than I was supposed to have it. Like, when it was, like... Could have been a choking hazard. But I feel like I've had Lego, like, from my earliest childhood memories. Yeah, that's basically what I was saying, Greg. You had Lincoln Logs as a kid, but never did much with them, preferred Lego. That's what I was saying, was that I was dunking on Lincoln Logs for being underwhelming, is what I was doing. Oh my goodness. It seems like part of the trick to making it to the checkpoint is to be on your 0 life. It seems like I can do the loop a lot better when I'm not weighed down by all the extra lives in my pocket. If I can clear this level tonight, I'll still consider tonight's time with this game. I'll consider it a really great success if I can clear this level. It doesn't look like I'm going to because I keep erasing what little progress I make. How am I? Why do I always do? Why does my progress always deteriorate? Like, an hour ago, I feel like I was making it up to the checkpoint with lives in my pocket a lot more frequently than I am now. I can't ever get better at anything I do. Like, I start off, like, with no skill. You know, like, this is where 0 is. You would think 0 would be down here, but 0 is here. And I get just a little bit better for the first hour that I do something, and then it just plummets at my skill level. That's why 0 has to be so high, to leave plenty of room below for all of my negative skill. Cow says, our set of Lincoln Logs was super cool. They're these little plastic plug-ins that allowed you to make a swing set that was appropriately sized for the little sister Barbie, whose name I've forgotten. So I'd always build a little house, a swing set for my sisters to use as a dollhouse. Many fond memories, Cow says. I never had any of the plastic parts, or I never played with any of the plastic parts. So basically, though, what it sounds like to me is you had a set of Lincoln Logs that were basically connects. Because isn't that really the difference between Lincoln Logs and connects? Is connects have joiner pieces? So you had a really deluxe set of Lincoln Logs. What was Barbie's little sister's name? Didn't it start with an S? It's on the tip of my brain. Who plays this game? Greg asks. Good question. Stacy. Was it Stacy? Is that right? Because isn't Malibu Stacy from The Simpsons? That's like the Simpsons version of Barbie. Thank you for the S reminded you. Barbie and Stacy. I'm on the Barbie wiki, Cow says. Skipper, Stacy, Kelly, and Chelsea are also valid answers. Skipper is the one I was trying to think of. That was the name, because I didn't actually say it out loud, but I kept wanting to say Scooter. I was like, that doesn't really sound like a little girl's name. And also, I think I'm only thinking it because of this game. I really dislike losing to this part right here. I mean, I dislike everything about this game. When I make it up to the checkpoint, like, I at least want to... I just want to beat the level. I just want to beat the level is all I want. I don't think I've ever heard of, Kelly or Chelsea before. In the Barbie universe. I mean, I'm operating from a pretty incomplete data set, so... Oh my goodness. No, why? This game is so painful. This game is so painful to play. I feel every bonk to the head that Dr. Evil takes. I feel every one of them in my heart. I found some photos of the Lincoln Log plastic bits and put them in the Discord. Very nice cows. I'll check them out. I don't remember ever having any plastic bits though. Or ever coming across any. I'm a smidge younger than you, so maybe they're a later addition to the Lincoln Log verse. Oh, definitely. Probably my fondest memory of playing with toys with my sister when we were kids. We had a for some reason we had this weird assortment of toys that we had gathered. That was like there was a rubber shark, there was a little plastic deer, there was a yellow hammer from like a doctor's kit. There was a pink plastic cowboy hat. There was a action figure of the Penguin, like from Batman. And I think a Spider-Man. And Data from Star Trek. There might have been some other characters, but we had all these characters gathered together, and we would just sort of like, you know, sort of play with them, like act out little imaginary situations. All these characters hung out together and went on adventures, and they called themselves the Broccoli Club because they all like to eat broccoli. I don't know how we. I don't know how we. I cannot explain any of the logic that went into this game. I don't like this random. I don't know why this random assortment of toys. Like, it's not like they were the only toys we had. So I don't know why. I don't know why those characters made the cut. Data and Rubber Shark, premier members of the Broccoli Club. And I remember the deer was the villain. The deer was always trying to mess up everyone's day. Oh dear. I'm amazed. You know, I am amazed at my own capacity to do the same thing. To do the same thing for so long. I'm not the only. I am as equally perplexed. I am as equally perplexed by my persistence as everyone else is. I don't know. I have no have no good excuse for being the way I am. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I continue to do this. I wish I had come across... If I had come well, it might not even make a difference, but I was just thinking, like... I'm playing this on hard difficulty, and I don't tend to always, like, feel like I don't need to beat everything I play on the hardest difficulty every time. I'm usually fine with the normal mode playthrough of everything I do. I tend to just save hard mode for the things I really like. But before I knew this game existed, I did all the other mini-games. I did all the other mini-games on hard difficulty, not anticipating that there would be a giant, full game that would be so awful and impossible to beat, and then I would play it and crank... I'm stuck. See, I'm playing this. I have to play this on the hardest difficulty because I beat everything else on the hardest difficulty. If I had just found this earlier on, I would have played through it on normal, and my life might have been better. But probably not. Hey, L is real. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. How about no indeed? I don't know how to get down there without dying. I think I saw a men's room in the background down there. Oh. If I had done that crazy spin and survived, that would have been awesome. If we do beat this level, there's a chance the next one will be easier. The difficulty has gone up and down. Like level 3 was a tremendous nightmare, but after level 3, 4, and 5 weren't all that bad. So maybe it's just every third level. Yeah, we're on level 6 now. Level 3 was agony. Level 6 is pretty rough. Like Maybe every third level is a nightmare and the rest are somewhat manageable. Optimism. Optimism, Greg says. This doesn't look like a new level. It's not. Sadly, it's not. I haven't made progress, and on the one level I'm stuck on, I think I'm just getting worse at it. I haven't even been able to make it to the cat food yet a single time. I mean, I've seen it a few times, but I haven't been able to grab it. Why can't I get this down? I just... Oh. This flip is... You would think after doing this flip 100 times that I would... Any normal human being would have that down to a science. Like... Any normal person would be able to do this blindfolded with how many times I've done it. I am no normal person, though. I have an infinite capacity for error. I don't know if this game can be mastered, just completed with a little luck. It doesn't really feel like it. It doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like this is a game anyone could master, because it doesn't... Like, nothing feels consistent about this game. But, you know, there are... Some people have some really odd and rare skill sets. Like, there's... This seems like whatever the task is, there's always someone out there who's really good at it, so... Surely someone could master this game. My opinion of this game has remained consistent. I believe, Conga, that you had said, when I played Austin Powers Oh Behave, you had said that it was the worst game ever. Did you know about this game, and were you including it in that statement? Because this is so much worse than Oh Behave. I mean, the two of them do sort of count as one game. You'd never heard of this one? Do you amend your opinion? Would you agree with me that this one is way worse? Hey Tommy, welcome in. Frownie in this game, what a perfect union. I'm happy the two of you found each other. I'm not happy at all, Tommy. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well tonight. We're only gonna play this for about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna make a few more attempts at this, and then we're gonna play some 50 video games. We're gonna play some 50 video games included tonight. It's hard for me to say that Austin Powers is better than anything. Thank you for the wheels, Ergling. Let's give that a spin. Try and keep the game alive again. No! We had Sour Patch Kids again. I thought we were gonna get jerky. The backspin. The Sour Patch Kids are fine, but I actually wanted that jerky. Robbed. Staring at it isn't gonna change it. No, I can't. I have to respect the integrity of the wheel. If it chose to land on this, I gotta do it. So if you weren't here before, these are Sour Patch Kids Fire variety. They're really not sour or fiery. They're kind of just a delicious fruity snack. They are good. but they're not very good as a wheel item. Necessarily. But I'm leaving them on there anyway. Alright, so... this time we'll try Berry Blaze. The purple flavor, so you know it's the best. They're very delicious. I try every time we land on those. I try to detect any particle of heat. Sometimes I feel like I can imagine just 1 degree above absolute zero. I think it's just in my mind. No heat at all. That snowman is about right. In a week where awesome games done quick is taking place, Tommy says, I would much rather watch awesome games done Frownie. Thank you, Tommy. That's very kind of you to say. Someday we'll play an awesome game again. Currently we're doing awful games done slowly, or maybe not even at all. I don't have any real confidence in my ability to actually beat this game. As much time as I am sinking into this, don't let that deceive you. The amount of time that I sink into this does not correlate to my confidence in my ability to beat it. In fact, they are somewhat at odds. Austin Games programmed quick, Conga says. Yeah, this is the kind of product you would turn in if the boss came in and said, "You've got 3 hours to make an Austin Powers game, or you're fired." So what do? You just reskin a bunch of games that already exist and call it a day. If we're playing 50 video games included, then there's awesomeness on the horizon, Cal says. That's true. 50 video games included is, I don't want to say too many bad things about it, even though it does frequently treat me rather poorly. I mean, it subjected me to Othello last time. Oh yeah, I never looked at the footage to figure out whether or not I beat Rural Goblin either. Excuse me just a moment. Mario Brothers 2 is a well done reskin. This is not, Greg says. They did a little bit more than just a reskin to Mario 2, though, right? Some of the there are a few mechanical changes to Mario 2 as well, from what I understand. I don't know. I've never played the original game. But I believe I've heard that some of the mechanics are different. I really wish they had never had the idea to make this. I'd like one more attempt that gets us to the checkpoint with a couple lives. And then if I can't get to checkpoint number 2, let's call it a night. Not on the stream, but on this game. Imagine the timeline where after the stream, I put this game in my original Game Boy Color and give it a try just out of curiosity, and I complete every level first try. And I'm never able to show anyone because I can't capture from the Game Boy Color. And I have to live with something that no one will ever believe. I wish they never made this game. I bet it's something anyone who's played this has thought too. If only there were, so the B button flips your character horizontally. If only there were a button that flipped the character vertically. There would be nothing I couldn't accomplish if I could do a vertical flip at will. At wheel. Because I'm on a bike. I just keep doing the same thing. That joke was terrible. I'm not trying to flip about it, Cow says. It was a joke that I made by accident, too. It's just my inability to articulate. It brought it about in the just in the moment. I have trouble with words where the vowel is slightly different, right? Like pin and pen, or will and wheel. I like to think of myself as fairly articulate, but there's some hurdles I catch my legs on. I think my dream of another good attempt at this is not going to come true. There can't be a joke as bad as the one I'm playing. Oh, this is no joke. This is pure tragedy. Just a thought. I get that you lose the game if the bar marked evil becomes empty, but is that Dr. Evil's health bar, or is that indicating how evil you are? that's the barometer for my current level of evil. With every piece of damage I take, I become more good. It is weird that they... wait, it is really odd that they chose to label the bar evil. Like, the word life would have fit just as well, and would have been more sensical. The evil meter should increase every time I take damage, because it fuels my rage. Every hit knocks some sense into you and you become less evil. To be fair, these levels do seem to design to knock any villainous desire out of you, along with a lot of other desires, but still... Alright, last try. Those bots need to get their act together. The Christmas season is well behind us. Yeah, according to the Australian supermarkets, it's now Easter. Tuesday says. It's been Valentine's for a couple weeks for us. Alright, my friends, we beat one level tonight. It's a shame because it was an easy level that I expected to beat. And now this one is just so nightmarish. I don't know that I'm gonna make it through this game, which is a real shame because we've sunk a lot of time into it. But I have a strong feeling that I'm gonna hit a wall and just not be able to progress. And I don't know if this level is that yet, but fear it could be. So we're gonna switch gears. I'm gonna take a short BRB. Thank you for enjoying this with me. I'm sure everyone's had a great time. I hope you have. I hope that I hope everyone's having a better time than me with this game. Oh. We'll play this. We'll probably play this again next stream. I have so many other plans for Jankuary, so I really want to get through this so we can do some of these other things. But we'll probably play it. I guess there's supposed to be a stream tomorrow, so I guess we'll play it tomorrow night. In the first part of the stream, I would expect at least a couple hours of this. We'll keep going a little bit until I give up. I don't know. I'm going to take a short BRB, though. I'm going to step away a few moments. February is the month of love, the love of jank. It's going to be. 2024 might be 20 janky 4. This might be the marathon that never ends. More of this game, Greg says. Can't wait. Yeah, me too, Greg. I'm right there with you. Maybe we'll try and do something fun tomorrow too. I don't know. We'll do this game in the first part of the stream. Maybe we'll try to do something fun in the second part. Or maybe we'll play half this game, half Jump King. Probably not that. Probably not that. I don't have my Switch hooked up at the moment. Not down here. I've got it somewhere else in the house. But yeah, let's take a short BRB and we'll play 50 video games included for the rest of the night. We'll see what kind of treasures that has to offer us. Hopefully I don't fall into another pit of torment. So if you want to join me for that mysterious adventure, just stand by. I'll be back with you very soon, my friends.